Welcome. You are listening to a calm and quiet exploration of something curious, something simple, something you've probably done today without thinking much about it. We're talking about yawning. More specifically, is yawning contagious? Let's begin. Yawning is a slow, involuntary action. It begins with a wide opening of the mouth, a deep inhalation, a long exhale, often with eyes closing slightly, and sometimes stretching of the body. It can last around 6 seconds. We yawn when we're tired, when we're bored, and sometimes when we see others do it. But why? Scientists have asked the same question. Yawning has been observed in humans, monkeys, dogs, even some birds. It seems to serve a purpose, but the exact reason is still not entirely known. Some researchers believe yawning helps regulate brain temperature. Others think it's connected to alertness, to transitions between states of mind, from being awake to being tired, from being inactive to becoming alert. Still, others say yawning may help us stay awake in situations that require attention. But where it gets interesting is when we ask, why do we yawn when others do? You've probably experienced it. You see someone yawn, and moments later, you do it too. Even reading the word yawn can trigger a yawn. Hearing someone yawn, or watching a video of it, might do the same. This is what researchers call contagious yawning. Unlike spontaneous yawning, which happens when you're tired or bored, contagious yawning is thought to be social. Studies have shown that about 40 to 60% of people will yawn after seeing someone else do it. But why? And how? What makes a yawn catchy? Researchers have studied contagious yawning since the early 1900s, but in the last 20 years, interest has grown. One of the first questions scientists asked was, is this just a visual reaction? Or is there something deeper? In 2005, a study published in the journal Cognitive Brain Research used functional MRI to observe people as they watched others yawn. They found that the areas of the brain linked to empathy and social behavior lit up. In other words, yawning may be contagious because of how we relate to others. The more we identify with someone, the more likely we are to catch their yawn. Other studies supported this. People are more likely to yawn after watching friends or family yawn compared to strangers. Children don't start catching yawns from others until around age 4. Interestingly, children on the autism spectrum are less likely to show contagious yawning. This suggests a link between empathy and the yawning reflex. Neuroscientists have looked deeper. they've explored mirror neurons. Mirror neurons are cells in the brain that fire both when you perform an action and when you see someone else perform that action. They help us understand what others are doing and feeling. Some believe these mirror neurons might be responsible for contagious yawning, but the research is not conclusive. Some studies don't find strong activation of these neurons during yawning. Others do. The human brain is complex, and yawning remains a mystery. We still don't fully understand why watching someone yawn makes us do it too. Humans are not alone. Chimpanzees, bonobos, and even dogs show contagious yawning. Dogs, interestingly, are more likely to yawn when their human does. Some scientists believe this is a sign of social bonding. Dogs have evolved with us. They mirror our emotions. Just like humans, they seem to catch yawns from those they trust. In chimpanzees, contagious yawning appears in close social groups. So again, we see a connection between yawning and empathy. Between yawning and bonding, between yawning and the social brain. So is yawning contagious? Yeah. But not for everyone. And not all the time. Contagious yawning seems to depend on our social connections, our brain's wiring, and perhaps our empathy. It's not a sign of rudeness or boredom. It may be a quiet reminder of our shared experience, of our connection to others. A simple gesture, a reflex. That reflects something more, and now you may be feeling tired. You may have yawned once or twice or more. That's okay. I know I did. Let your eyes rest. Let your breathing slow. Let go of the question. Let go of the thinking. The science. We'll still be here tomorrow with a number of these videos. But tonight, it's time to sleep. Good night.